It's that time of the year. The clocks fall back, the days visibly shorten, and then it happens. It's not a sudden shock, but a creeping, insidious presence. The light begins to drain from the world, but not just from the sky, but from within us. It's a familiar chill that has less to do with temperature, but has more to do with the soul. We call it seasonal depression, or for short SAD. And for many, it's an annual visitor, unwelcoming and persistent. But I've been thinking a lot about it recently because I've been experiencing it myself a little bit. And that is it just the lack of sun, or is it something else that is at play here? And what I mean at play here, is it that our modern life makes winter feel so much heavier than ever before? For centuries, humanity has adapted to winter. Our ancestors bundled up together, gathered by the fire, and told stories. There was this sense of communion and community, and they endured the harsh winters. Mine didn't though, but I mean, like, in general, you get the point. There was a natural rhythm to it, a time for hibernation and inward focus for preparation. It was a shared experience, a collective slowing down. But now, in our relentlessly on and on world, winter demands us to slow down, and with everything, but everything else really demands acceleration. Because when you really think about it and deep it, we are expected to maintain this peak productivity. Social calendars are full, and even fuller by the end of the year, and even when the outside world goes more and more grey. And this is normally the time where our bodies crave rest and quiet and peacefulness. This cognitive dissonance, this battle between ancient biology and modern expectation is, I believe, what really amplifies the struggle that we are feeling. The external world doesn't dim, our phones still glow, our screens still demand attention, I demand attention, and our to-do lists don't even shrink a bit. They even increase more, especially when Thanksgiving is around the corner for the Americans and Christmas is not that far behind for everyone else. There's also this profound shift with our relationship with light. Our ancestors spent most of their days outdoors, even in winter, exposed to the weaker sun. Now, many of us move from dimly lights in our homes to artificially lighted offices and then commute back to their homes when there's pitch black. We started of natural light, the very thing that regulates our circadian rhythm, our mood and our energy. And it's not really just the biological of things. There's also a psychological layer to this. Winter used to be a time for huddling together and for community to fight against this winter that is coming. Now, with widespread individualism and often isolated living conditions, the darkness really feels profoundly lonely. Social media shows us curated highlights of summer vacations and people having fun in the summer while it's hot, and we are seeing our grey, sad realities, feeling a subtle yet persistent FOMO, which is also known as fear of missing out. And it's missing out on joy, on light, and on warmth. And this contrast can really be brutal and heavy for many people. So something that I've been thinking about and asking myself, what can we do when this darkness feels so overwhelming? Do we just let it consume us and hopefully by spring we can feel better? Or do we just try and do something against it? And me personally, I don't want to succumb to it. And the reason for that is we can't change the seasons, but we can change our approach to the seasons. And to solve it is to just acknowledge it, because this isn't a personal failing. It's a natural response to an unnatural situation. The clash between what biology expects from us and what modern life expects from us. I feel like it's okay to give yourself some time to grieve and feel it and understand the lost light, and to even slow down where you can. And my second way of approaching this is to finding your light, both metaphorically and literally. And by literally, I mean just going out for a walk, especially in the morning, even in the cloudy days, because a little bit of light is better than the lights in our homes. And for metaphorical, I'm speaking about internal light. the projects that excite you, the books that absorb you, and the friends that genuinely make you feel something and uplifts you. And when I say this, it doesn't mean that we are forcing a chair and just forcing ourselves to feel better. It means leaning into the natural rhythm of winter, just with our own terms. Maybe winter isn't for external achievements, but if that's the case, then it should be for internal cultivation. It can definitely be a time for deep work and for reflection and for honing a craft. The quietness and the quietude of winter can be a canvas for us, for our introspection, and a space where new ideas are born in stillness, much like seeds lie dormant, gathering strength beneath the snow. And I feel like another thing that is also very important, especially for us who are living in the Nordic sides of the world, we should embrace the coziness, the warm drinks and the soft blankets and the quiet evenings, and reclaiming something that we Norwegians call hygge in terms of psychology. It's not a trend, and it shouldn't be a trend, but more so of a social and survival mechanism. It's about finding comfort, conviviality, and well-being in appreciating the little things during colder and darker times. Winter times will always come, and with it, the challenges of the deepening shadow will always be there. But perhaps our modern sensitivity to it is a call to action, an invitation to reconnect with our fundamental needs, to demand real light, real rest, and real connection, to maybe redefine what productivity means when the world asks us to slow down. And I feel like maybe we shouldn't just be enduring winter, but rather engaging with it, to try and understand its lessons and cultivate your inner light, so that when spring eventually returns, you're not just emerging from hibernation, but rather you are coming back as a new person who has become stronger, wiser, and even maybe more attuned with your rhythm of life itself, I could say. So now that we are coming to the end, I just want to say thank you guys for watching still. And my question is that what are the strategies that you guys are going to be using to navigate the winter months that are coming? And do you feel this shift in our modern struggle with darkness? Let me know in the comments down below. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and subscribe if you feel like this is a channel that you vibe with. Sorry for the little bit of the low energy today. I'm a little bit under the weather, so yeah, I have to make a video for you guys as promised. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.